金色ラブリッチェ。先輩、今日はありがとうございました。
I should be the one saying that. It was fun.
最後にもう一つだけお願いを聞いてもらえませんか？
Sure. What is it?
ありがとうございます。それじゃあ。
Huh? Why'd you suddenly turn off the lights?
先輩。
Wow! What?
女の子に全部言わせるなんて。先輩、ずるいです。
Well...
私、もう、待てないんです。
Hey, Akane-chan?
先輩の気持ち、聞かせてください。先輩。
Youch! Oh, was it a dream? Huh? I looked around. I was in my room, and nobody was there. Which means that was a dream. That was kind of a relief, but kind of a disappointment. It was awfully realistic. What if that dream had kept going? Would Akane-chan and I have done those sorts of things? If I go straight back to sleep, I'll be able to see the rest. What to do? What to do? I totally wanted to see what happened next, but wouldn't I have trouble looking Akane-chan in the face if I did? Gah! What should I do? I wanted to see the rest, but I'd feel guilty if I did. Should I maintain my sense of reason or follow my instincts? Whoa! Sorry. I apparently woke Ria up. I landed like a rock and made a pretty loud noise to show for it. The final blow may have been when I rolled around in agony.
あら、ゲロにしては珍しいですわね。
Morning, Mina-chan.
おはようございます。きっちり目を覚ましてるじゃありませんの。
I fell out of bed and woke up.
はあ、子供ですわね。
Nah, I've been waking up around this time lately.
ラジオ体操のおかげですわね。あの子に感謝なさいな。
Yeah.
まあ、いいでしょう。あなたにとっては一番良い選択だと私は思いますから。
What is?
早く身支度なさい。パジャマのままでラジオ体操に行くおつもり？
Whoops, good point. It was a pain, but I'd better get changed for now. Let's see, I believed I left my jersey over there.
どうしていきなり服を脱ぎ出してますの？
I can't get changed unless I undress. Ah, cold.
私がいるでしょう。
Anyone interested in athletics or sports doesn't really care about that kind of thing.
レディーの前ではしたないですわ。おしょき。
Yow! My bare skin! Not my bare skin!
早く隠しなさい。
I get it already.
殿方の下着姿を見てしまいましたわ。
Ah, she was embarrassed, so she did have a cute side. Okay, it's alright now.
マナー講座、一からやり直しですわね。
Isn't it a breach in etiquette to enter a room without knocking?
もう一発欲しいんですの？
Never mind, please forgive me. Her smile was horrifying.
私は部屋に戻りますわ。
See you later. It's still early, but I am already exhausted. It was about time for radio calisthenics to begin. I was sure Akane-chan would be there too. It's hard to look at her head on. That was entirely for my own reasons though. I bet I'd worry her if I skipped. Oh well, better go. Better try to act like normal. Boo!
ねえレイナ、オーラはどうしちゃったの？
心ここにあらずといった感じですね。
二人ともあんまいじっちゃダメだよ。あら、どうして？オーロは男の子の日なんだよ。男の子の日？
妃殿。
なにエルは男の子の日を知ってるの？
存じません。その言葉の響きからなんとなく口にすることをはばかる意味ではないかと。
よくわからないわ。エルチンは何を想像したのかな？
妃殿。
ごめんって。それよりオーラのことが気になるっしょ。ほれ見てみ。
オーロく、次は物理の時間ですよ。
ダメだな、聞いてない。
朝からずっとこの調子。もしかして庶民の心ではこの学園の雰囲気に耐えられなくなったのでしょうか。
あいつがそんな玉かよ。
そういえば西郷くんはそれを身をもって知ってたね。ですね。
男子の声も全然聞こえてないみたい。あんなにぼーっとしてるのは初めて見るわ。病気じゃないかしら。心配だわ。お医者様でも草津の湯でも治りゃしねえ。厄介な病ときたもんだ。エル、ドクターの緊急手配よ。ソルティレージの医療技術ならきっとどうにかできるはずだわ。
その妃殿、市松殿は本当に病気なのですか？
思いっきり感染しちゃったみたいだね。レーナ、感染経路は？急いで特定しなくっちゃ。大丈夫大丈夫。オーロにしか感染しない特別な病気だから。どういうこと？
ああ、なるほど、そういうことですか。
なにどういうことなの？しばらくそっとしておいてあげるしかないんだよ。
It's the evening already. My memory of the entire day was fuzzy, and I got the sense I spent every second in a haze. Not good, not good. I dreamt of Akane-chan last night, and I could never tell her about it. She was now taking over my subconscious thoughts. I know it was in a dream, but I can't believe it turned out like that. Every second of radio calisthenics had been awkward too. Ordinarily, we could chat for a little bit, then go have breakfast after. Ah! Then this happened, sir. She appeared to be so mindful of me that she was having trouble initiating a conversation. Pointless small talk, chatting about our date yesterday, there should be plenty for us to discuss. And yet we got tongue-tied whenever we ran into each other. As a result, we reached this moment without speaking a single word to each other. Things can't stay this way. This new obstacle was interfering with our daily lives and was a huge problem. For that matter, I had the feeling all sorts of people tried talking to me, but I hadn't registered a single thing they said. Guess I'll go do something for a change of pace. As for where I was headed, there could only be one spot.
Oh.
Hey. A prior visitor was on the roof.
お前朝からうるせえよ。
Sorry, I fell out of bed.
だっせ。
I know.
あ？何？自覚してんの？
I've realized that more than I ever wanted to lately.
ふーん。
She must not have had much interest and lit up a cigarette as she gave a half-hearted reply.
で、なんか悩んでんの？
Huh?
新規生化をしてるから。
It's not so much worried, it's more that I'm at a loss.
あ？んだよそれ。
Just thinking, a woman's heart is complicated.
19と。
Don't call an ambulance. I'm not sick.
110番の方が良かったか？
That's even worse.
冗談だって。本気でかけるわけねえだろ。
Put away your phone then.
で、女心だっけ？
No, her heart.
似たようなもんだろ、めんどくせえ。そんなもん理解しようとしたって無駄だから諦めろ。
I bet you don't have anything like that either.
そうか。お前そんなに無重力体験したいのか。3秒くらいで終わるけど今すぐ言っとくか。
Are you going to drop me off the side of the building? I'll die.
乙女心うんぬん言う前に、まずはその失礼な口からどうにかしやがれ。
Sorry about that. I wouldn't say any of this to anyone other than Aria anyway.
乙女心なんてもんはな、女がわがまま言いたいだけの言い訳に過ぎねえんだよ。その日によって変わるし、急な変化はゲリラ豪雨並みだ。理解しようとする方が間違ってるんじゃねえの？
Do you have some sort of awful memories or something?
アホか。女からの貴重な本音だぞ。
I see. I appreciate your insight.
せっかく親身になってやってんのに。
She put out a cigarette in her portable ashtray as she spoke.
そろそろだ。見てくだろ？
Yeah. The two of us headed to the water tank. The sun began to set onto the lake. Ria and I naturally fell silent in anticipation of the moment that would soon arrive. That moment where the world was dyed gold. I wanted to see this infinitesimally brief glimmer today as soon as that thought crossed my mind.
お前、シルビーのことはいいのかよ。
Huh?
好きだったんだろ？あいつのこと。
Sylvie's smile immediately came to mind. It's admiration. Taking a liking to her was probably a given. Sylvie was brimming with attractive qualities that made people adore her, and I was simply drawn in by those same charms. But that's not what I consider quote-unquote love.
ライクってやつ？
I think so.
ラブに変わる可能性だってあるかもしれないぜ。
There isn't.
なんで言い切れる？
The world Sylvie and I see are too different. For example, what if I were here alone with Sylvie right now? I was sure the gold I would see and the gold she would see would be different in every possible way.
そんなことねえのにな。
Hmm?
なんでもねえよ。
What is it? Now you've got me curious.
それより、もう一つ聞いていいか？
Hmm?
じゃあどうしてあいつなんだ？
Her?
とぼけんな。寮でお前と一緒に毎朝ラジオ体操やってるうるせえ女だよ。
She knew about Akane-chan, huh? Guess that wasn't surprising.
昨日二人でどっか出かけてただろ。
You saw?
手つないで出てったとこが見えちまったんだよ。あれ見て好意がないって思うやつなんていねえだろ。付き合ってんの？
No, our relationship isn't like that.
んじゃ何？お前は付き合ってもいない女と仲良く手つないでデートしてたのか？見た感じ女の方が推してるよな。
Yeah, you nailed it.
お前はどう思ってんの？
It was only natural she'd ask. This was Haria I was dealing with, so I may as well be honest. I'm honestly not sure.
は？
What is love anyway?
はあ？
Don't get put off by it.
いや、引いてねえけど。お前マジで言ってんの？
I am. It wasn't a joke or anything. What was it like to have special feelings for a single person? It wasn't fully clicking with me. While we're at it, what do you think?
好きかどうかってこと？
Yeah, like you would a girlfriend.
そいつとセックスしたいかどうかじゃねえの？
That's way too direct.
かっこつけてんじゃねえよ。突き詰めて考えればそういうことだろうが。
Yeah, you may be right, but that's not all, is it?
例えば
I can't say anything specific. A significant other is someone you would want to be with constantly and walk side by side with, right?
間違っちゃいねえだろうな。でもそれじゃシルビーがダメってことにはならねえ。
She was referring to Sylvie an awful lot. As I said before, Sylvie and I are too different.
身分とか
That's part of it, but I'd say it's more our individual mindsets that's the problem. Sylvie's mindset fundamentally approached everything as royalty, and her behavior was consistent with that ideology that was intrinsically different from that of a commoner like myself. Wouldn't it be possible to bridge that gap? When I think of it that way, it makes me wonder if I'm even qualified to stand at Sylvie's side.
だからあいつなのか。
That isn't it either. That didn't mean I would pick just anyone.
資格がどうのっていうのは言い訳じゃねえのか。
It's hard to put into words, but I don't see Sylvie that way. A relationship where seeing eye to eye was second nature and you could have fun and laugh together. Most importantly, it had to be a girl I wanted to make smile. For me, that was Akane-chan.
そっか。
Yeah. Ria didn't say anything more. We suddenly gazed at the sun sinking over the lake. There was a definite goal right here. Sunsets are short this time of the year, huh? It was a spectacle I'd seen plenty of times since I had come here. And it hadn't grown dull after all this time.
人が誰かに夢中になるのってさ。
Huh?
そんなに難しいことじゃねえと思うぞ。顔とか性格とか、体もそうだ。人が人を好きになるなんて、当たり前で単純なことだろ。理由は人それぞれ違うんだろうけどさ。根っこの部分は一緒じゃねえの？わかんねえことや知りたいことがあれば、理由を聞けばいい。
Something you don't know.
お前が引っかかってるのって、そこなんじゃねえか？
I see. The reason Akane-chan was so obsessed and that feeling from the bottom of her heart that made her so serious. I wanted to know what it was. Yeah, you're probably right.
難しく考えずに、自分に正直になればいいんだよ。
Yeah, I know how I feel now.
お前今までどういう態度だったわけ？
She confessed to me and I've been holding off on answering.
うわぁ、ほんとだっせーなお前。
She hit the nail with that one, so on the head, I couldn't say anything back.
ま、気づけたんならそれでいいんじゃねえの？お前が選んだことならしょうがねえ。もともと分の悪い賭けみたいなもんだ。
Huh? What do you mean?
こっちの話だ。気にすんな。
With that comment, Ria got down from the water tank.
俺に感謝しろよ。
Grateful, huh? Maybe I could throw her a party with some frozen food or something to show her how grateful I was. Alright, I've made up my mind. If Akane-chan hadn't had a change of heart, then it was clear how this would turn out. But getting to that point was vital. I wanted to tell her exactly how I felt and hope she'd respond in kind. Beginners should do things in their own way. Time to go win over a lady's heart. It was sunset at the sports fields. The students had thinned out with very few remaining. There she is. I spotted Akane-chan among them. She had been repeating the same motions for a while, perhaps carefully scrutinizing her form. I found myself mesmerized by how pretty her serious profile was. Ah! She noticed and waved to me with a delighted-looking smile spread across her face. Even after we were so awkward this morning too. I gave her a gentle wave back and rushed over to her.
先輩、お疲れ様です。
Looks like you've been practicing hard.
はい、早く復帰して調子を戻さないといけませんから。でも、今日はもうおしまいですね。暗くなってきちゃいました。
Yeah, it has.
先輩、少し待ってていただけますか？一緒に帰りましょう。
Yeah, I'll be waiting.
すぐに着替えてきますね。
It should take a couple of minutes for her to come back. I'd better get my fittings in order by then.
お待たせしました。
That was fast.
先輩をお待たせするわけにはいかないです。
This girl really was an athlete to her core.
それじゃあ先輩、帰りましょう。
Can we make a quick side trip first? I have something important to talk to you about.
失礼します。
Nobody's here, so it's fine.
はい。
She seemed to be nervous. She was probably remembering when she had confessed her feelings to me. Sorry to make you take a detour.
いえ、全然構いません。先輩と一緒にいられる時間、ちょっとでも長いの嬉しいですから。
I see. We had an empty classroom all to ourselves. This was the only other time than our date we'd been alone together.
それで、先輩の大事なお話って何でしょうか？
There's something I'd like to ask you. The reason you started running.
理由ですか？
I was just thinking I'd like to learn more about you. There's no need to force it if you don't want to talk about it.
いえ、そんなことはないです。
She was confused for a brief moment, but her smile quickly resurfaced.
聞いていただけるなら、私もお話ししたいです。
I knew to some extent, I also knew the outcome that followed. What was important were Akane-chan's feelings.
最初は単純に褒めてもらえるからでした。クラスでも一番早くて、運動会のリレーはいつもアンカーを任せてもらってました。中学校に上がってから本格的に陸上を始めて、私どんどん夢中になっていったんです。
Because you realized how fast you could run?
それもありますけど、やっぱり一番の理由は大会に出て優勝できたことでしょうか。一番になるってすごく気持ちいいんです。他の誰よりも早くラインを越えた時の感動は一度味わったらもうやめられません。大会で何度も一番になって、ノーブル学園から入学の誘いももらいました。
I did hear you competed nationwide.
はい、全国大会でも優勝しました。私、あの時は本当に走っててよかったなって心の底から思ったんです。だからこそ、みんなの期待に応えられなかった時はすっごく辛かったです。
You mean when you got injured?
はい、今年の春のことでした。
She was the fourth runner in the 400-meter relay. The second she took the baton and started accelerating, she fell over due to a pain in her knee.
みんなは私のせいじゃないよって言ってくれました。でも私はそうは思いませんでした。毎日練習を繰り返してオーバーワークになったのは 私のせいに違いないです。体よりも心が痛くて毎日泣いてましたね。
That didn't make you want to quit?
思いませんでした。
Her will was strong. That was enough to make Akane-chan seem all the more dazzling to me.
走れなくなって改めて感じました。私は走ることが好きなんだなーって。みんなからの期待や記録へのプレッシャーも大きいですけど、それも含めて楽しいんです。
You're really forward-looking, huh?
はい。後ろや下を向いてたらせっかくの綺麗な景色が見えませんから。
Beautiful sights. Like the sight you'd see when you won a match. Like the excitement which captivates your heart. Or like the golden color that dyes the entire world.
私、必ず大会でもう一度走るんです。今度こそみんなの期待に応えたい。みんなと一緒に一番になって喜びを分かち合いたい。簡単ではありますけど、これが私の走る理由です。一番になるのが好きだからってことですね。
You really are cool, Akane-chan. You said I was cool, but you're a billion times cooler than I'll ever be.
そんな、私なんて別に。
You know, there's something I had to give up on too. My reason's pretty uncool, unlike yours. I quit baseball, which I'd been playing forever.
怪我じゃないってことですよね。
I defied my coach, got taken off the regular rotation, and lost us the match. I quit as a way of taking responsibility for it. There was a pang in my heart, and I was still reluctant to talk about those times. My friends were going to have to give up something for our sake, and I couldn't stand for that. It's a little weird for me to say this, but I was the leading regular on that team. Do you know what a catcher is? It's the position that catches a pitcher's throws.
はい、わかります。
I was a catcher. The catcher is a unique position in baseball. It's simple but relatively essential, a sort of thankless behind-the-scenes role. People had pretty big expectations for the team, but I caused a rift in the team. We were eliminated in the first round. Everyone hated and blamed me for losing. Either way, I had to do this to take Akane-chan's feelings head on. I didn't fit into the club anymore, so I quit on my own. Unlike yours, it's a pitiful reason.
私、知ってます。
Huh?
先輩は自分勝手に輪を乱すようなことをする人じゃありません。先輩がそんな人だったら、私、先輩のこと好きになったりしません。
I had sealed those wounds away while they were still fresh. Akane-chan's feelings had reached me, and something began to change.
ごめんなさい。大きな声を出してしまって。
No, it made me happy.
先輩は昔からかっこよかったんですね。
Huh?
今も昔も誰かのためを思う気持ち変わってません。
Her smile was gentle and was one meant for me and only me.
私はそんな先輩を好きになったんです。
Akane-chan's words seemed to softly melt into my heart.
先輩、私の気持ち本当に本気なんです。前に気持ちを伝えた時よりもっと大きくなってます。先輩とお話しする
Akane-chan, stop. Leave it at that. Would you let me pick up from there? It would be uncool of me to have her spill her heart out to me one-sidedly. I mentioned before how I had something important to tell you, right? I wanted to tell you how I felt directly.
それ
Will you hear me out? I would tell her head on, just as she had done previously. Ever since that day when you told me how you felt, you've been on my mind constantly. Sorry if I've been acting weird. It was just really hard for me to talk about, you know?
いえ、それは私も同じですから。
You've even shown up in my dreams, which was why I've been sleep deprived lately.
なんと言いますか。私がご迷惑をおかけして申し訳ないです。
That further proved how mindful I was of you. The more I put my feelings into words, the more astounded I was with myself. I would have realized it sooner if I had given it a little more thought. Why hadn't I faced this until now? I love you, Akane-chan. I now understood why Akane-chan was so serious about it, and the uncertainty I felt had quickly dissipated. If wanting to be together was love, then this was the girl I felt that way about. I'm really sorry for taking so long to tell you how I felt and being so uncool about it. Am I still in time to be your boyfriend?
間に合います。余裕で空いてます。
Haha, what are you talking about?
そんな、もっといっぱい時間がかかるって思ってましたから。こんなにも急に。
Huh, really?
先輩が振り向いてくれるまで1年でも2年でもアピール続けるつもりでした。
You don't think that's a little too patient?
だってそれだけ本気なんですって伝えないと私がつかめるチャンスなんてそう多くないって思ってましたから。
She made her earnest feelings abundantly clear. This girl truly loved me, and her direct gaze convinced me as much.
でも全然実感がありません。本当に先輩から好きって言ってもらえたのかちゃんと確かめたいです。
Akane-chan.
証拠もらえますか？
Akane-chan's finishing move. The way she looked up and back to me made me want to grant any wish she might have. Sure, what sort of proof would work?
それはその恋人らしい証拠って言いますか。
Got it. I'll prove it to you in my own way. What was it Akane-chan was hoping for? Even a dense guy like me realized it.
はいお願いします。
Despite how shaken I was in that dream, I was oddly calm in this situation. Soft, succulent lips. I could feel her trembling from nerves ever so slightly. I felt the sensation of a girl's lips for the first time. It was a somewhat sweet feeling that made me want to keep doing this forever. It lasted for several seconds, then our lips slowly separated. The proof that I love you. Was the message received? I worried whether I'd done a good job, but I believed I'd put every ounce of feeling I had into it. Oh, Akane-chan?
すごいこれ先輩とキスしちゃった。
Huh? Are you alright?
はい大丈夫です。 して心臓が爆発しちゃいそうですけど。
So she wasn't fine at all.
どうしよう、顔が戻りませんよ。
I'll ask to be sure, but you are happy, right?
当然です。先輩のキスがなかったら私も生きていけません。
Right.
一日一回はお願いしたいです。
I mean, I'm happy too and would love to do the same.
本当ですか？やったー。
But wouldn't it be risky to do that at the dorm? Arena and Mina-chan stopped by my room all the time, and it was possible Ria would pop over without warning too. Just lock your door. That wasn't a good reason to do it in Akane-chan's room either, though. Akane-chan's room was deep in the girls' side of the dorm. I knew exactly what sort of hell awaited me if I set foot there.
じゃあここならどうでしょう。
The classroom?
はい、放課後の遅い時間なら安全そうです。
Well, I didn't sense any students around at the moment, and it certainly seemed safer than the dorm. Sure, got it.
私たちの日課にしましょ
Akane-chan was so ecstatic. I was happy too, but
う。約束破ったら泣いちゃいますよ。
it'd be bad if I made you cry.
先輩はちゃんと約束守ってくれる人だって信じてます。
Wow, it's getting harder to break every second. Well, not that I intended to break it in the first place, but I'll make sure I fully meet her expectations.
楽しみが増えちゃいました。
Me too. I bet it's going to be even harder to listen in class.
ダメですよ。怒られちゃいます。
That happens all the time.
先輩は不真面目さんなんですか？
No, no, I am serious.
本当ですか？例の先輩とシルビア様に聞いちゃいますよ。
Don't you think that's pretty unfair?
先輩の弱みを握っておくのも楽しそうです。
Trying to get a hold of your boyfriend's weaknesses. You're a terrifying girlfriend.
初めてですね。
Huh?
私のこと彼女って言ってくれました。
Does that make you happy?
改めて言葉にしてもらえると嬉しいっていうか、先輩とお付き合いしてるんだって実感するんです。好きって言ってもらってもキスしてもらっても不安なんです。
It was probably partially my fault that she ended up feeling insecure.
だからこれから何度でも好きの証拠ください。
Yeah, I'll do it as many times as it takes.
じゃあもう少し欲しいです。
Sure, I want to too. Our second kiss was longer, our lips pressed together as if making sure of the texture and warmth. The way she breathed and the way she inclined her head. We were experiencing and learning from this first experience together as boyfriend and girlfriend. When I tried to move away, I was pulled in with mild force. Our second kiss wouldn't end so easily. Our shadows overlapped the entire time until the sun fully set.